I'm starting the recording now. I'm currently getting myself into position, sitting in my chair because I'm going to play this seated. I'm also turning on the audio on my phone. It's going to make noises periodically. I apologize for that. I just like to know if my wife's going to be home so I can have lunch with her. And I might then stop the recording randomly as a result of that. But you're also going to hear my controllers come on briefly. There we go. And throwing the headset on now. I will try to remember in this recording let me check and make sure that OBS is recording. Are you recording? Yeah, it's recording. Try to make sure that I center my head properly, because I have this bad habit of, I like to look at the game like this. Like, this is how I prefer to see it. But I know that the center of the lens is actually pretty far up. So I'll try to remember to kind of view things like this in a way. Maybe if I put it in an unnatural position. But that's not as fun if I'm just sitting there and I've got the headset on improperly. Actually, that kind of doesn't look terrible. It's just me putting it in a different spot than usual. I wish I could just say, be here, but I can't do that. It's got like certain positions that will allow me to do it in. Interestingly. Now, I wonder if there's a VR setting like snap turn. See, I don't really want that. I mean, I've got the settings the way I want them. It's got good set. I like controller-based movement. It's more natural to me. That's how I did it on Half-Life Alyx and stuff. Now I'm going to do a new game. Yesterday I started. You can see I got maybe like, I don't know, 20 minutes in. But I'm going to do a brand new game, because I want the whole experience from the beginning recorded. And I worked it out last night or yesterday afternoon, how that would work. Why is there a cube over there? And then there's a whole cube size right there. Is that part of this? It's interesting. I'm going to do this empty game here. Just start over. Because I really like the story part too, and I wanted to get this on recording. Campo Santo presents. In cooperation with Panic Inc. I will be reading all of this because it's silent, and I wanted it on the recording. Boulder, Colorado, 1975. You see Julia. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. My choices here are, so, what's your, major? Or, you're pretty. I think even drunk, I would go for the more tactful. What's your, major? You slur the word major and it smells like Coors. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says. And I'm a professor. Cool, you reply. What's yours? She asks. She sniffs the air. Toxicology? Was that a burn? You ask. She says, definitely. Worried she hurt your feelings, she asks if you want to split a cheeseburger. 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. And apparently we're married. where I've married someone. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. So, do I pick up the beagle and then she names him Bucket? Or adopt the shepherd and name him Mayhem? I'm going off the choices that I would generally make. It's not my job to choose her animals for her. If she's fallen in love, she's fallen in love. And adopting a dog is not about protecting someone. It's about finding a friend and someone that you're going to care for. She's the one with the idea in the first place, so that's what I do for Chrissy. That's what I'm doing here. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him too. $19.79. You talk out on the deck. It's summer. 9:30 p.m. and the heat still radiates off of the high desert. What do you think about kids? She asks. Kids? They're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have some. A couple little idiots. I can say that would be pretty good, or one day, why rush? No. If this was Chrissy I was talking about, it'd be pretty good to have some kids. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I would like that, you say. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. You say, she's absolutely right. These types of games just look so good in VR. Real kind of Fallout 4 vibes with that. High fire danger. The game is called Firewatch. Kind of a slow walking speed, but I can deal with it. Where did I come in from? Right there, I guess. This is the official parking. Thoroughfare Trailhead. Don't forget to check in. No fireworks. You're in their country. Learn to live with bears. Oh, there's some foreshadowing. Warning. Thoroughfare Trail is not recommended for inexperienced hikers. Thoroughfare is a primitive backcountry trail. This trail, and be vague, with long internal stretches. This trail may be vague along several stretches. Been at some merchants. There's many confusing wide paths. Okay, the trail may be more difficult than expected, and it is common for novice hikers to find lights stranded at night without water themselves. Make a plan. Be prepared. Park County Search and Rescue. Well, I'm in a park in Park County. So here's Two Forks, region overview. Two Forks lookout. Right there. That's north, as all good maps should be. Birds look lovely. What's that? Is that where I put the poop or mail? I guess we'll find out. Beautiful. $19.80. It's a Thursday night, and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. Well, not considering if we had children yet. Would I get mad or would I ignore her? We tend to spend all of our time together. Christy and I. So it'd be very strange if she went out and didn't at least let me know. Although this is the 80s, so she maybe wouldn't call. I'd probably still get mad rather than ignore. I tend to get mad rather than ignore. I'm not a big ignorer. If there's a way to talk more, I generally do it. You call her an inconsiderate asshole. She tells you to fuck yourself, to not be such a baby. You call her selfish. She knows you mean it, and it hurts her feelings. (1981) Julia still likes to draw. She draws plans from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. Do you pose and flex like He-Man for the drawing, or do you frolic like a Victoria's Secret model? Well, me being not all that married to the idea of masculinity, never really found a need to show how masculine that I am, just in the ways that she needs, and always going for humor. I would likely frolic like a Victoria's Secret model, to the degree that I know what that means. Very nice. Does everyone get to see it? No, it does not. Ooh, look at that jump. Just jump down, start moving forward. Is the forest on fire now, or we're just talking sunset? Beautiful. Low polygon counts. Two Forks Fire Lookout. Press right A to climb over obstructions, okay? Haha. (1982) During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Bucket gets kicked. Fuck the dog, Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she is stressed. You confront the attacker. Do you scare him away, or do you beat his GD face in? Well, I'm not a violent man by nature. I am unlikely to pick a fight with anybody. I just try to mitigate all danger in a situation as quickly as possible and with the least consequences. So I do what I could to look big and scare him away, and it appears as though I have the types of hands that can look big, so I'm not wearing a ring right now. That's interesting. Let's say I scare him away. You reach into your pocket like you've got a gun and threaten to kill him. You manage to scare all three of you. He runs away. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay. You don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. (1984). Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job, associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. You convince her not to take the job or agree if she commutes back and forth. Well, I don't think I could ever take an opportunity like that away from someone or try. Honestly, I would go with. That's what I would do, but if this is so tense, like intensely felt by him that he's not going to go, then I guess I'd agree if she commutes back and forth. Although the convincing and agreeing, I mean, she wants to move. Like, I'm not asking. I mean, no, she can just go if she wants to. I don't see why I have to agree. Agree to stay together, I guess. Let's agree. You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if that's what she wants. She agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. (1985). Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. How could she not remember that? It's important books. Well, being the professor that I am, you don't just forget that you've loaned out important books to your research. That almost sounds like early onset dementia or something like that movie Christy and I watched with, what's her name? Julianne Moore? Oh, that's why I'm thinking Julia. I wonder if she was named after that character, because Julianne Moore was in a movie about that exact thing. She was found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it, or you make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. Well, honestly, I would be thinking about how weird it was that she didn't remember saying that he could borrow the book. I mean, it's just a weird thing. She said I could borrow them. How did he even get a hold of them? Unless you gave them to him. Why would he come and steal the books? And how would he steal the books? You know, it's like you would have to give them to him, find them, give them to him. That does not sound like a forget about it. That sounds like we need to talk to somebody. Let's do that. Yep. Now, admittedly, this is the second time I'm playing through this, just very beginning. I've gone up to the lookout and that's it. But literally I said the words early onset dementia when I saw before. Because I had seen that movie in just the last few years, and it's always stuck with me because I've had family members who also had dementia. So I remember I literally saw these words that said early onset dementia, and I said, that's just what I just said. I believe I did a little crying at this moment too. I wish I'd gotten that before. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. Might adjust the volume real quick. It's really loud in my ears. Should I offset the mic, I wonder, to offset as well? That might lower the overall volume, though, in the recording. I don't know if I should do that. Maybe I'll just talk a little quieter now because of this. We'll see. So, right trigger picks up the journal. Yeah, oh gosh, okay, well, I don't have time to read all this, but at least I got it on the recording for later. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. 1987. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family. They are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. 1988. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple months. You decide to move her into a full-time care facility, or are you determined to take care of her by yourself? Well, it's not so much about me. It'd be about what I'd know Chrissy would want if I'm approaching this relationship like I have ours. And even knowing that this Julia is, a professor, which is close to the type of job that Chrissy has. I couldn't do that. I would know that she would want to be at home to the very last, to the degree that it was possible. So I'd be determined to take care of her by myself. Only because that's what she would want. Apologize for the recording there. Oh, it's beautiful. My hand's hot for some reason. Probably the donuts. Very odd that I would start out facing this way because there's nothing there but a wall. Is there anything here to find? This style just works so well in VR because it's not that hard on the PC, but still just stunning. It's like walking through a painting. Why am I so hot? Ooh, careful here. There's a buck. It is impossibly hard. The worst is when you get mad at her, like when she tries to cook her own food. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do anything without her, and she can't do anything without you. When she goes to sleep, you stay up for a few hours drinking on the deck, watching baseball in the summer, college basketball in the winter, and drinking then too. You start going out after you put her to bed. The first time you do it, you worry about her getting up and walking around while you're gone. Do you put a chair in front of the bedroom door, or do you trust that she sleeps like a rock? Well, yeah, I'm not trusting that Chrissy would sleep like a rock. It's terrible, but I'd put a chair in front of the bedroom door because I'm more worried about her being safe if she's in a position like that where, I mean, I'll take care of her as long as she needs, but if I'm at a point where I can't be in the house anymore because it's just too hard, I'd have to bar her in. That's the only thing I can think to do. You go to the same bar at the boring end of Pearl Street. It's nice there. Over time, you tell Sheila, the bartender, everything. It's a huge weight off. You're home and in bed by 1 a.m. a couple nights a week. You look forward to those nights. 1989. One night, you were stopped at a DUI checkpoint. You blow a .1 and are taken to jail for the night. You consider trying to hide it, but you tell your sister-in-law, Susan. Julia's parents take the next plane from Australia. They can't believe the state your house is in. Then they tell you Julia's coming to live with them. You don't argue. You say you'll visit soon. A few weeks go by. And summer is coming, and you see an ad in the paper for a job. Only been a few weeks, huh? What is that thing at the bottom down there? You take it. Enter the lookout tower. It's the goal, huh? Man, look how big the moon is. I don't know if it looks as big on the recording as it does to my eyes, but man, just gorgeous. So I'm in basically a dome, I guess. I got big hands. I'm still wearing my wedding ring. I don't really want to go out exploring until I know what I'm exploring. I apologize for the hands being out in front all the time. I'm playing while sitting, and it's just easier to rest my hands on my knees. God, it's gorgeous. I like the little ambient wind noise. I'm trying to figure this out. At least on this structure, I drift. And I've realized it has nothing to do with the controller. The controller has nothing to do with its drift. Hey, there's another lookout. I see it right there. What is that? What am I seeing? There's Thoroughfare Lookout over there. Are there more? That's all I see. Open the door. Turn on the power.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Hello. Okay.
Two Forks Tower, this is Thoroughfare Tower. Come in.
Hold left trigger to activate radio. Right stick to select dialogue. Hello? Right stick, select reply. Release to talk.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Okay, you've killed 3 husbands. You're a black widow and you're just out here until the heat dies down and then you'll kill again.
Ooh, very good. Bravo, Henry.
Okay, I sleep now?
Not quite. Now you.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you, but 9 times out of 10, folks out here simply got dumped.
Huh, is that it?
Close?
Good night.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
Firewatch. Is that the center of the view? It was way up there.
Good morning, Henry. Well,
What am I
guess good
typing?
afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
Hey, there's us. I'm gonna stay here at the desk. Actually, I'm gonna pick up. I want to pick up the photo. I want to pick up the paper. I want to pick up everything. How do I pick it up?
Hey, sorry, guess I slept in.
You got a relaxing, 14 hours of sleep? Whew.
Yeah, Jesus, I guess it's what, 6?
6:45.
Whoops.
Don't worry about it. That hike puts everyone out of commission for a day or two. But now that you're up, let me quickly get you acquainted with the job. There's a thing in the middle of your room with a round map on it. Do you see it?
Here, I'll put this back in a minute.
It's right in the middle of your room.
There's nothing to select.
You can't miss it. I'll wait.
Okay, let me try walking away. Come back.
But I won't wait all day. Just radio me when you find it.
Well, I'm trying. I just don't have any dialogue selections to make. Okay. I can throw this such it lands. Yeah, there we go. Hey, look. There it is.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
So now you're ready to work.
I'm new. Wanted to look around.
Honestly, on my first day, I did the same thing. So anyway, this is the Osborne Firefinder, invented in 1914 by W.B.
Dubois.
Osborne?
Oh.
You use this to spot, you guessed it, What the fuck?
What is it?
Nothing. You use this to... Oh, fuck me!
Good God, language, lady.
Out your west-facing window. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are those fucking fireworks?
Oh, yep.
I need you to confirm. Do you see them?
Let me confirm.
Seriously, are you seeing this?
I'm trying to. Yes.
Whoa, that's not legal, right?
No. You need to get down there right now and stop them. Fire danger is through the fucking roof.
How do I
Is that
stop?
really my job?
Your job is whatever I say it is. Look, the closest ranger is like 2 days away. Go down there and set him straight.
Like. Yeah, let's.
Do you think you can handle that?
Like, kick the shit out of him sort of straight?
No. Jesus, no.
What? I'm not a cop. It's not like I've got a rule book over here.
Just make sure they don't do it again. Take their shit.
All right, fine.
Don't feed anyone a knuckle sandwich. Get going. You'll probably need a rope to
Feed
get down the
anyone
shale
a
between
knuckle.
you and the lake, if I remember right. There should be one in the supply box on the way. The code is 1234. It's actually that for all of them.
Find rope in NFS cache by 306. Okay. I don't see the letter. It's got stuff on it I want to see. Where is this NFS cache thing? Oh, if it's outside, I mean, imagine I gotta go find it. So I've got to go down and get these guys. Tell them to stop with their fireworks. First day on the job, already got to deal with some yahoos. Right beat us like Matt from Toolpicker. Okay. Find rope in NFS cache 306. So where am I now? Two Forks Lookout, 306. I need to head west down the trail till I get there. This goes to Jonesy Lake. Good, that's where I want to be. Get these yahoos. How far? What is it going to be? Just around the bend? Okay, so it's going to be mostly straight. Find rope and cat. What she said was 1, 2, 3, 4 was the... Oh, that's not good. That sounds like a bear. Yep. Does that sound like a bear? Fairly sizable bend. And it looks like there's the cash box.
I found the supply box.
Great.
Oh, it's just the... Okay. Hey man, guy couldn't take it, so I locked up his lookout and put some stuff in the box. Found one of those bars you liked. Hiking into the park, but let's get fucked when I'm back, Dave. Talk at Braun. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm trying to drop it in the box. Definitely gonna take that.
People just stuff these things with old food? That's how you get bears.
Those boxes are bear-proof. I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay. Pine cone. Alright, let's go. How about the lockpick on it? If it's not bear proof, there's no lock. Yeah, I'm gonna eat it because that's the only way to keep the bear away. So I'm obviously not gonna lock the box back up, right? I mean, I don't see a place to put a lock on. I don't see how it's bear proof.
Hey, I found a note to a guy named Ron from some guy Dave.
That's probably Dave Gaskell. He's completely nuts.
Is that right?
Harmless, but yeah. One of those, fall off the grid and eat ants for a week type. Totally fucking cuckoo. Which is kind of what the job attracts.
So I need to go. I don't really know where they are. Do I see the fireworks still? Sounds like it's that way. But honestly, I probably should go straight. I don't know. I can't really tell. Probably shouldn't go off the trail, but that's what I'm doing.
Hey, there's a tree out here that's been ripped to hell.
And?
Don't you think that's, disconcerting?
Henry, there are 500-pound grizzly bears out here. They sharpen their claws on trees.
We don't have grizzlies in Colorado. People killed them a long time ago.
Well, in the thoroughfare, they hunt people, they kill people, they bury their bodies, and then come back weeks later to eat them because they prefer rotten meat. People just disappear.
Don't you think that's disconcerting?
No, Henry, that's life.
Christ, lady.
This is the only way to get down here? Does not sound like that was a good idea.
Hey,
What the hell's wrong with you?
my rope snapped coming down the shale slide.
You didn't break anything, did you?
No, I think I'll make it.
Well, be careful for Christ's sake.
Looks like it goes that way, but I don't see the...
It is a hell of a nice camping spot down here by the lake.
I haven't been down there in years, but yeah, Jonesy Lake area is perfect.
I'm staring at the big outcropping down here, but I'm not quite sure where to look for our pyrotechnicians.
Maybe keep heading west toward the lake.
Finding a bunch of empty beer cans. They threw them all over hell.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, sure am.
I would like to retract my statement about knuckle sandwiches. Feet away.
What do you know? People with shitty manners drink shitty beer.
What, you don't like a cold Musqua Light on a hot day?
No, I do. But then again, I didn't say my manners were any good. Better than these fucking litter bugs, though, that's for sure.
Recognize this voice. Okay.
Oh, look, they decided to have a campfire, too.
You know, they color-coded the fire danger signs in case people were illiterate. But I guess that doesn't take into account just plain stupid, does it?
They left half a bottle of whiskey. Decent stuff.
Drunk pyromaniacs. Fucking great.
Found the fireworks. They didn't even try to hide them.
Well, confiscate them.
God.
They left their packs tied up here.
Don't fuck with them. The last thing we need is some hikers filing a report about harassment.
What do we got here? Probably clothes.
Well, they left their clothes out to dry. It looks like 2 people. What if they're naked?
Won't that be exciting? Look, they're obviously still there, so tell them off and then head back.
I found a bra.
A nudie pyromaniac. Remain professional.
There are panties.
There are what?
I don't want to say that word again.
Why, 'cause you're 12?
There's a... Ooh.
Yes?
There are 2 naked ladies out here.
Can you handle that?
Come on, I like naked ladies, same as anyone, but there's, you know...
2?
Yeah.
I know this will be tough for you, but try to pick your tongue up off the ground and do your job.
I found them in the lake.
Skinny dipping.
Yeah.
Is that a guy over there?
Oh boy. Enjoy dealing with that.
Full stereo!
Oh, hey, put that down. Seriously, it was expensive.
Fucking cool it with the fireworks!
Please just put it down. We won't light anymore. Thank you. Now leave us alone. You're a creep. Total creep. Go get a girlfriend, creep. Can we just get out of here? You're gross. You're just some sad man out in the woods.
Hey, that go okay? Well, look, if you can hear me, try to get back soon, okay? It's getting late.
Well, this lake does seem like a good spot to swim, even if the last people to do so were assholes.
Yeah, right now, though, it's all snowmelt, so you'll freeze your balls off. But as hot as it's been, maybe that's a fair trade.
Starting to feel like it. So there's no noise ordinances or rules out here?
No. But that music I hear makes a good case for them.
Yeah, no kidding.
We'll take this back to camp. Just in case they got any food next to their pack.
So they just left their stuff down here, but it would be a bad idea for me to toss it all in the lake, right?
Yes, I don't think that'd be wise. If you could refrain from criminal destruction of personal property while on this job, that'd be great, okay?
That's no fun. I mean, come on. Come on. How the heck do I get back with no rope?
Hey, I'm back near that big rock outcropping, but not sure how to get back.
I'd head west, back towards the lake, and then turn north towards the canyon.
West, back toward the lake. Turn north towards the canyon?
There's a critter out here. A raccoon.
I can't understand you.
Because I'm whispering.
Because you're whispering.
Okay, so there's lots of mountains around. But I need to find a path that'll take me without mountains. She said head north? Like, how? Like, how? Like, what am I... I mean, it's like I can go this way, but I don't see like what. Hey, buddy.
Pears, pears, pears! Yes!
You talk too fast. Can I go over this? No. What about here? Nada. Okay, I can't go that way. Look out, raccoon. She said go back toward the lake and then go north? Is that what she said? Trying to... To be fair, ladies, I never expected to see you again. So she's saying I can go. Wait, what does it say? 2-4. Yeah, okay.
Hey, there's a trail to Two Forks Tower down here near the lake,
Yeah, that's your tower.
so I should go this way.
Well, you're not climbing back up that slide.
Okay. That is true. Alright. Let's walk along the river here. Can't go down the slide. Alrighty. Well now, but I crossed the river, so how is that gonna work? Okay. but I don't see a bear.
So, I have a bit of a confession to make.
What is it?
Look, I was drunk last night when I welcomed you to the job.
Yeah, well, you're not the first boss to be guilty of that.
I know, I know I can get a little pushy, you know, putting you on the spot about why you're out here and stuff.
It's fine.
I'll keep that sort of a thing to a minimum. Anyway, let me know when you get back to your lookout.
It is raining now.
Hey, I heard some thunder.
Yeah, I've got eyes on a storm out to the north.
Well, that's bad, right? Because of the lightning?
It just means we'll be busy. Hurry
Right.
home and try not to get hit by lightning.
I got hit by lightning when I was 9 years old, so I'm safe. It's not gonna strike twice and all that.
Well, there was an old lookout named Roy Sullivan who got hit by lightning 7 times.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, well, if it makes you feel any better, it wasn't what killed him.
What killed him?
Suicide. Would you believe?
Oh man.
What's in this cave down here?
In Thunder Canyon?
Thunder Canyon?
Hey, I didn't name it. But in the cave, I don't know, rocks? NFS tells people not to go too far in there. It's pretty dangerous.
So
I say, fuck it. You're a grown man, you can go where you want.
great. Used to go caving with someone back in Colorado. She loved it. Might be great to explore it sometime this summer.
Well, that could be fun. Obviously, be very careful.
It doesn't seem that dangerous. Whoa, whoa! Ah, no!
Henry!
Seriously, it's completely fine.
God damn it.
Where am I? Whoa. Yeah, I went the wrong way. I gotta go back. Better hurry. Starting to rain, thunder, that kind of thing. I did not pay attention to how far I'd got. I didn't think I'd gone that far yet. Well, now, hold on. Oh, I was not supposed to go this way. I cut off her whole speech about suicide. Okay. Now, where was I supposed to find a spot to go? Was it here? Ah. Where? I didn't know how to get there. I mean, it's useless. Yeah, I can't. There ain't nothing I can. Well, I mean, if I could get up there, I would. Is there a way up there? I don't see anyone this way. See if I can get back to Two Forks so I can get up there. You go around. That's a long way to get back there. I just don't see. That's a long way. Maybe I can update my map with this cache. I didn't think about that. I mean, best guess. Haha. What we got? Let's update the map. Yes, I'm gonna need this.
Ah! There's a horn or an antler or whatever.
Well, antlers are made of bone, and horns are made of the same stuff as your fingernails.
I guess this is a bone.
Antler. A ranger must have found it this spring.
Yeah.
It looks like the path leads through the cave.
Back in the cave, huh? Man, I don't need to lose another lookout in there.
Another lookout?
They go in, they never come out.
Ah, so this is another one of your jokes.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
This cave is gated off.
It's to stop spelunkers from dying without getting the keys from the Forest Service office first.
Makes sense.
Although Debbie says she lost them like 3 years ago, so maybe its mysteries are locked away for good.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, but maybe you can find another one to get your caving kicks in.
Oh, this one's so close to home and convenient, though.
Aw, sorry, Hank.
I have to update my map with that information. Never thought going to the cave would be the right answer. Who's that? Did somebody get home? There's someone right here. Could have just gone the other way. Why was there a person watching me? I feel like I'm gonna come up on these one time and there's gonna be a person to scare me down. What could it do to hop over that? You can't go anywhere. Could have just come up there, huh? This is where it's gonna happen. I'm gonna climb these rocks, and some guy's gonna be at the top, and he's gonna scare me. I'm gonna fall down. Well.
So this generator is all the power I've got out here.
Yep, it doesn't go through much gas, and, well, you don't have much in the way of electronics, so...
What about my hairdryer?
Oh, I'm sorry. You might just have to make peace with frizzy locks.
I could never. So it's just the outhouse then, in terms of going to the bathroom?
You're a man, Henry. You can go wherever you want. Well, number one at least. And, full disclosure, I pee wherever I want as well.
I'll keep baseball. I used to watch baseball. Why do I leave the door open?
Someone broke in.
Hey, what?
They wrecked the place. Threw my typewriter out the window. Motherfucker.
Holy shit. I'll let the Forest Service know what happened. Okay, I put in a call.
Well, what can they do about it? Will they catch whoever did it?
This is the Forest Service, Henry. They're not exactly Hawaii Five-0. Do you have any idea who would have done this?
Maybe that guy I saw in the canyon, but I don't know why the fuck he'd want to mess with my stuff.
Well, I'll have the Rangers keep an eye out for a man hiking on his own and question him if they find him. I can't believe someone would do this. I worry about bears and fires, and that's about it. And now I've got to worry about some deranged hiker going after lookouts? Great. Okay, in the morning I'm gonna call my friend Patty, who works the desk down in Cody. They keep a list of everyone who's officially been in and out of the trailhead since, I don't know, forever, and see if we can get a list of names. We won't get much, but at least if anything else happens, we can refer to it and see if anything comes up.
Thanks.
I need you to feel safe out here.
Just point me to the Forest Service weapons cache and I'll feel safer than the Pope in his little car.
Yeah, someone made the choice years ago that leaving people with infinite amounts of alone time and a gun was kind of a bad idea.
Grenades?
I'll see what I can do. Wake up. Hey, wake up.
I'm awake. I'm awake. What's your problem?
Our problem.
Sorry, our problem.
That storm knocked out the phone line I used to talk to the service, which means we're cut off. I tried radioing out, and that's not working either. I don't really know why that would be the case.
Can I go fix it?
Well, you probably can't, but what you can do is hike out to where the wire runs through your area and report back if it's down. Then I can track down a ranger to get someone on it.
Okay, I can do that. Where is it?
Remember that cave you hiked through yesterday?
Yeah, of course.
So you're gonna want to go back there, go through it, and keep going straight to the north when you come out.
Yeah, I saw
Will
it.
do.
Thanks, Hank.
It's Henry.
What, you don't like Hank?
Yeah, I don't like Hank.
But thanks rhymes with Hank.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, all right.
Was it a bucket of fire? Aha. Can I just put things back if I want to? Well, how did I get it back? Okay, I got a flashlight now, which is nice. Where did I find this blanket? I feel like I'm gonna find out there's nobody in there. I haven't seen any lights or anything. The Patriots. Birds of Wyoming. Over 4 years, I'm going to traverse the continent, day by myself. I must have been doing this like 2 hours. The reason I say this is because my head is starting to hurt. Which doesn't happen unless I've been doing it for a long time. So I got bunches of stuff here. Got some, Space Puffs. Who doesn't want Space Puffs? There we got a President game. A lot of President-related stuff. I mean, just like... Got a percolator. Oh. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. So, hey, I got the fireworks. Yay. What's in the toolbox? Yeah, right. Tell me what's in the toolbox, right? Forest Service, Department of Agriculture, yay. I have to go pee and then continue. I shall return. Recording. Be a nice time to stop the recording so they're not getting oversized. Also, I've just started chapter 2, so it's not a terrible time to stop that. Here we go.